Hey guys, Chargos Boom here, and this is something that is like very different. So I'm here to discuss what is for the 65th anniversary for James Bond next year. Well, here's what I really want for the 65th anniversary in October 5th, 2027. So what I really want is obviously since throughout the past years, like the 66th, no, not the 66th, the 64th, and the 60th anniversary back in 2022 and 2023, we haven't been mostly doing much like during like the off years where it's like not that special. We just kind of like stayed home and just marathoned like I think like about like a quarter or halfway of the movies because obviously, yeah, even though the first three and yes, even Quantum, they are a bit short, so those are an issue. But when it comes to like the 2 hour ones, and yes, especially the ones in the 60s, those can take up like half of the day. But what I really want is that all 25 to be released in the theaters in 4K. But here's the catch. Obviously, for one of them, which is Spectre, I think like if they want to release that in theaters, they should try to remove the sepia like tint and other areas like obviously Austria and London because those two countries are supposed to be like cooler and cold, which obviously doesn't make sense with the effect still going around throughout the whole movie. It does work for warmer countries like Morocco and Mexico, but for the rest of the movie, where some of it obviously, where Bond goes to Astoria and then back to London, or if like M and I think Moneypenny and Q are like going back and forth on what's going on, then it shouldn't have that effect, and hopefully that would please some fans. But I think that tint could also be like toned down like a little halfway, uh, with like the desert sequence with like Blofeld's a little like little hideout or something. But yeah, all 25 and not even 26. And yes, that does not include Never Say Never Again because it is not officially an AM produced movie because it's really just a retold of Thunderball, but a bit more poorly because it's supposed to be like adapted to the slightly more modern standards in the early 80s. But yeah, that's what I really wanted for next year for the 65th anniversary. All of the movies to be released in theaters for only a limited amount of time of 7 days. And yes, there is a little pun on James's Asian codename 007. So I think around that time, yeah, from like October 5th to October 12th. Or I could be wrong, and that should only be limited to only October 5th only, with only a 1 day limited. But I could be wrong. What are your choices? Do you agree that all of these movies should only have like a very limited release, only on October 5th? Or do you agree that all of them should stay in theaters for a very limited release of 7 days a week? Alright, so let me know in the comments section below. I will see you guys next time. Chargers Boom, signing out.